Payoff to Blake Martin. Whipped in the air, left field, pretty deep. Peltier is back. This ball is gone. In a flash, Charlotte takes the lead. Can he get his 6th straight strikeout? Yeah! Oh, yes, he can. Ethan Norby is built for the big stage. 6 up, 6 down, 6 on the ledger for the starter. By the beautiful waters of Clearwater, Florida, 2 red-hot teams in the American collide at the 2025 American Baseball Championship. It's Wichita State facing off against Charlotte. Well, we've already had 2 games down on this first day at Baycare Ballpark. It has been a lot of fun. Florida Atlantic, a late push, but Tulane survives. And UTSA ran into some trouble, but a late comeback is enough to propel the 1 seed into the winner's bracket. Happy to have you with us. He's Sean Salisbury. I'm Ryan Urquhart. And Sean, Wichita State in Charlotte. 2 teams on win streaks. A chance to keep it going here today.
And Wichita State, a team that made it all the way to the final against Tulane last year.
Tulane awaiting the winner after they knock out the 1 seed UTSA. A perfectly placed bunt up the first base line. Off balance, York got it there in time. A stellar play from the pitcher. The second electric fielding play by number 32 on the bump. 1-0 pitch. Unleashed into center field. Tausig is in. Around third is Miller. And this game is tied on a clutch swing from Moresi. You buy the ticket to see. 0-1 is tattooed to right field. This has plenty of carry. And Greco is gone. Bulls on the board in the bottom of the 4th. Folks, alongside the coach, Bert Urquhart, I'm Ryan Urquhart, and Bo, last night a dominant performance for South Florida. The Bulls really got it rolling. Now UCF with the onus to respond.
Yeah, that was a gut punch for the Knights last night.
It's interesting when you look at a guy like Ethan Norby, the sophomore. It's a legacy, too, here at East Carolina. His brother, you might remember the name, is Connor Norby. ECU fans certainly will. Now playing for the Miami Marlins. Was drafted in the 2nd round by Baltimore. And initially, Ethan Norby didn't want to follow in his brother's footsteps, but Austin Knight gave him a call, got him on a visit, and he committed to ECU that day. His brother said, well, hold on, take a little bit of time, think about this decision, but Ethan changed his mind on a dime. He said, nope, I'm an ECU Pirate. Here he is carrying on his brother's legacy of being an outstanding player for this Pirate group in Cliff Godwin.
Think of the preseason All-Conference, All-American, being a freshman first-team All-American last year. Could really weigh on anybody. And to see what he's done, to still remain consistent and love what he's done down the stretch, piecing together some great starts against Tulane, Wichita State. Look at the 4 runs he gave up in his last appearance 11 days ago.
And so we've talked a lot about ECU in the start here, but Sean, you give credit to South Florida. This team hasn't gone away, as Mitch Hannah said in the interview with Savannah. This is a test of their maturity. 1 big swing, you're not all the way back in it, but you're not as far out of it as you were.
Yeah, it's a good start to the inning, but they need to make some plays, right? It's not just, oh, we got a couple of guys on base. You need to see the fruits of your labor here and driving in those guys. But once again, when Norby has gotten into 2 strike counts, he has just been sensational.
The 7th strikeout for Ethan Norby.
The first one since the end of the 2nd inning, but well worth the wait. That's in a good spot for a hitter. Just it's coming across, and maybe you guess wrong if you're hoping he goes with a fastball. That can be trouble too if you freeze up, but he earns that right when he gets these 1-2 counts.
First pitch, a gapper to right center field, and this should get South Florida a run. Rose has the green light at 3rd. So does Brodell. The throw-in is cut off. And on 1 big swing, Jackson Mayo gets South Florida 2 runs.
Finally, in the 5th inning, the Bulls break through. First pitch, mash from Jackson Mayo. All the way to the wall, enough to get that runner from first all the way around. This He's one of those guys like a Brodell that you look for and say, hey, this guy's been with this program for years, stayed with the coaching change. You know it can be your last week as a baseball player. It's for Mayo to get going. Again, another one of those guys in the bottom part of the order. That can be huge to turn this over with 1 out in the 5th.
Mitch Hanister's talking about the loss of Sebastian Greco for this offense, how they were going to be without an all-conference second-teamer, one of the best home run producers in the league. And he said it's not necessarily just about having somebody else be Sebastian Greco, but if everybody else in the lineup can be just maybe 10% better, that could be the difference. And Jackson Mayo, that 2-run double there is going to induce a pitching change.